views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the host, guests, and callers who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
What are you doing? When you walk out on that field today, ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We made it! We made it! We made it! We made it! I'm going to the house! I'm going to the house! When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's hunt. We made it. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this holler, we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up the chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. It's too much crying from him. He's a man. They can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big run. He's a man. I'm glad when you step on the field, man. That's who I am. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. Your ass don't work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready. I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. It's a wrap. Game over.
Now, this game is getting started a little late, but got it going. I got to tell you something funny because I'm sure I'm the only one that does this, but I got a caller standing by to start the show. That means it's got to be a good call. So, caller, if this is not a good call, I got to get you. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
Hey, Dre, how you feel, man?
Okay. It's going to be a good call. It's going to be a good call. What's up, greatest?
Oh, man, gasoline, groceries, taxes, all the above.
Yeah, man, you ain't lying, because if you was lying, this thing right here, you see what I'm saying? Come on, greatest. Come on, Doc.
Hey, man, okay, I know it's just one game, but all preseason long, they was 0-6. Every time I was on Facebook, I was looking at everybody. They were laughing and joking and happy. And I made a comment. I'm going to see if they're going to be laughing and joking after about 15 or 20 games.
Okay.
Hey, man, the Lakers, they don't look good. I mean, Westbrook, he looked totally lost. He can't shoot no more. He making a whole lot of boneheaded plays. And I know it's early, man, but they just don't look good, man. Well, I mean, what say you? I think they overrated myself. And I'm going to say shut up. Charles Barkley made a comment years ago, and I just don't agree with nothing he say, but he wasn't jiving on this one. He say, when the best player on your team is 40 years old, you got some problems. Now I'm listening to you.
Greatest, all I'm going to say is it's way too early for this. It's way too early. Greatest, that's one down, 81 more to go. And it's not just one, it's the first one. So, man, in the words of Aaron Rodgers, who I don't really rock with, RELAX, relax, man. And I'm talking about specifically with everything you said. It's Russell Westbrook. He's playing with which team number are we on now in the last how many years?
Like number 4, number 5.
Okay, so just relax, man. He's going to be fine. And what kills me, and I'm not talking about you, I listen to an analyst coming in on the way, and it blows my mind that guys that have never played basketball in the NBA are quick to say what a dude who's been playing basketball in the NBA for multiple years, what he can and can't do anymore. And it's like, if you don't like him, just say you don't like him. But whatever you do, don't try to be the critique of his ability, because he's still in that 1%, Doc. He's still in that 1%, still in that 1%. So he didn't get it right last night. He's got 81 more chances.
Okay, my whole thing is, and I've always been like this, next man up. Okay, you see Westbrook was having a not so good game. I mean, put somebody else in and see what they can do. But a lot of times these coaches, they wait till Westbrook get injured. They wait till LeBron get injured. They wait till AD get injured. Then we got to throw somebody who ain't played none this year.
Right.
And all I'm saying, man, it's
week
it's
one,
a team,
greatest.
man.
It's week
what
one.
Somebody else can do, man.
It's greatest. It's week one, man. If this was week 75, I'll be right there with you, man. I'll be right there. If they were battling for a playoff spot, I'll be right there with you. But it's week one, man. I mean, honestly, if you hadn't said nothing about it, I wasn't gonna say nothing about it. It's week one, man. It's week absolute one.
All right, man.
So wait, let me do this. Let me do this. Are we counting out the Brooklyn Nets? Because they lost last night.
Yeah, I watched them too, man. Brooklyn got a few problems also, but like I say, it's one game, but they don't have Kyrie.
But see, that's my point. They got a chance to get it right because they're missing some things. Last night, Russ was missing everybody was missing some shots last night. When I go down this Lakers, only person that was on was Anthony Davis, and let's slide LeBron in there, but Bazemore was 3 for 9, Westbrook 4 for 13, Jordan, we can't give him a whole lot of love. He was 1 for 1. Anthony was 3 for 9. Monk was 2 for 5. Rondo was 1 for 4. It's week one. It's game one, bro. It's game one.
And then Anthony Davis went up there and missed about 4 or 5 free throws, man. I mean,
it's game one, bro. It's game one.
And all I'm saying, Doc, is that if you, like I said yesterday about the most sorry Texans, if you're gonna give me half a product, charge me half price. That's all I'm saying, man. And I think it's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm gonna be hard. I don't care. These guys make millions and millions of dollars. And man, you can't make a free throw. Come on, man.
Greatest.
I'm upset, man.
I can tell.
I'm angry.
I can tell.
I'm part of the Lakers fan club.
Yeah.
I was saying all year long, we doing all this talking about a championship. We got to see what we got to put it on the floor first. And like last night, man, and I could see if they wasn't 0 for 6 in the preseason, man, but with all this talent, and I know they got to come together, but man, these guys been playing in the league long enough to, I mean, it's like when me and you was playing ball in our young days, man. We go up to the YMCA or we go to the park in the neighborhood, and after we get a little camaraderie with the brothers up there, we might not know them personally, but after about 2 or 3 days of playing with the brother, we know what they like to do, they know what we like to do, and we dominate the court until it was time to go home. But these guys making millions of dollars been playing in the... Come on, man, get it together, brother. I'm angry, Dre.
Greatest. You don't have to be, but if you want to be, you go ahead and be angry black man. You go ahead and do that. Because you can do what you want. You can do whatever you like. So, Greatest, if you want to be angry in week one of an 82-game season, hey, boy, you go ahead and pull that out and just let it fly.
Just think, I'm serious and I'm through. Just think if Steph was really, really on. Just think if Draymond would have been Draymond. See, they other guys stepped up. Poole. When you say Poole, people say, who? Poole, he stepped up. The other guys off the bench stepped up. So come on, man. The Lakers getting all this hype, man. You know, Jack Nicholson was in the house. Snoop Dogg was in the house. That old fine Kardashian, well, anyway, was in the house. Come on, man, do something. That's all I got, Dre. That's all I got for that. I let Ferdinand Donna Coleman in. I know they want to get in, dog my Lakers out too, man, but they need to, they're like Archie Bell, they need to tighten up. Walk like a butterfly, sting like a bee, as always, Andre and me. Rumble, young man, rumble. I'm listening.
Later, greatest. I feel bad for him, man, because he was definitely feeling every bit of that. It's week one. It's game one. It's game number one, and like nobody lost the championship in game one, and nobody won game one. Lakers gonna be fine. Russ Westbrook is gonna be fine. Russ Westbrook is too much of a competitor to not be okay. They're gonna be fine. Now, am I saying they're gonna win the chip? I don't know that. What I'm saying is they're gonna be fine. I am not losing any sleep over either of those games last night. I sarcastically tweeted out last night after the Nets lost, let the yeah buts begin. Because people are gonna be like, yeah, but, and greatest did one. Yeah, but they didn't have Kyrie. Yeah, but they didn't have this. Yeah, but they didn't have that. Let the yeah buts begin. It's week one. That game did not win them a championship or lose them a championship. If you were a Brooklyn fan and you jumped off the bandwagon last night, you weren't a Brooklyn fan. If you are a Laker fan and jumped off the bandwagon last night, you're not a Laker fan. They weren't going to win 82. They weren't going to go 82-0. So now they can go 81-1. You going to be mad about that one? I'll never forget the first time I got a B in school. I was in middle school. Miss Offenbacher gave me a B. And the reason was she said to my mom, who I made go up there to find out how I got a B, had never gotten a B in my life. Mama, you got to go up there. That lady, something wrong with her. Miss Offenbacher said she don't give out A's. She said in her mind, A's are almost impossible to get. She can count on one hand, two fingers the number of times she gave out A's. I find that strange because either I got them all right or I didn't. She gave me a B. I was upset. I was extremely upset. I left middle school with all A's and a B because of Miss Offenbacher, and I was upset. Mind you, I didn't get held back. I wasn't like 99th out of 100 in my class in middle school, but I was upset about that point, that B. You're 81. You go 81-1. Y'all gonna be upset, greatest. Y'all gonna be upset. We're gonna be talking about this game for the rest of these 81 games we got left. They're gonna be fine. Brooklyn's gonna be fine. Milwaukee's gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine. Those two teams last night are gonna be fine. I told y'all, look out for Golden State. I'm not saying it because of what I saw last night. I'm saying it because if they're healthy, everybody talking about Kyrie, if Golden State gets Klay Thompson back healthy, West Division. Let me hit some commercials. I'll be right back right after this on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. 800-253-1892. That's 800-253-1892.
You're having your lunch on the lunch break with KYOK.
All right, we're back on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. What's up, T-Barnes?
It's the lunch break.
Uh-oh, I'm sorry. T-Barnes 223 on Twitch just chimed in. Got to throw her some love. Hey, T-Barnes. We all glad to hear from you. How things going over there in the Carolinas? Talk about a team that has gone from one end of the spectrum to the other. Everybody thought the Carolina Panthers could do no wrong. It was the second coming of Sam Darnold. his whole career had been rejuvenated. The defense, blah, blah. I did that. I told y'all they were the best defense in the NFL. What's their record right now? Where they at right now? Carolina, 3-3. They down there with Denver, Pittsburgh, Chicago. You know, they went from being on top to where they at now. You know? Hey, T. Barnes, you remember Miss Offenbacher? Did you get an A in her class? Because she said she didn't give out. She said she didn't give out. She said she didn't give out A's. Did you get an A in Miss Offenbacher? Like, I need to know. Like, you might need to call me. I'm in my feel. I'm like greatest now. I'm in my feelings about Miss Offenbacher giving me that B. First B I ever had in my life. She said, I remember her and no. Okay, so you didn't get an A either. All right, so let me post that up. Yeah, I was getting ready to go off if Miss Offenbacher gave, not because of you, because, you know, I know you was a straight A student, but I was going to be mad all over again if Miss Offenbacher was giving out A's and she told my mama she didn't give out A's. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But anyway, yeah, I'm not going to spend a whole lot on baseball. I mean, on basketball last night. I'm not. If you saw something that just wow and you wanted to talk about it, then get at me. 281-453-1000. That's 281-453-1000. Or text me 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. T. Barnes said, no, I wasn't a straight A student until college. See, I got it backwards then. I was a straight A student in elementary school, in middle school until I had Miss Offenbacher, and then I was, you know, AB in high school. And baby, I was, thank God Almighty. I wasn't summa cum laude. I wasn't magna cum laude. I was, thank God Almighty, in college. I was, thank God. I graduated. Oh, thank you. Hey, man. I wasn't one of the dudes that stopped and did my dance across the stage. I snatched that diploma and ran. I think I ran to the car, so they couldn't take it back. Whatever I had, they wasn't getting back. If it was a note like you didn't really graduate, but we didn't want to embarrass you, I still have that because, baby, I ran. You know how wide receivers will run along, catch a long touchdown pass, and they'll go through the tunnel? That was me. I never threw my thing up in the air because I ran out the building. Yes, indeed. Good Lord. Whatever the line was to graduate, I was on it. I was holding everybody up above it. Yeah, man. Well, good for you, T. Barnes. She was straight A's in college. I got a lot of respect for people who do that. I had too many distractions in college, man. I don't want to say this because, you know, it just precipitates stereotypes, but I'll own mine. I had a thing for light-skinned women in college. So if I saw one, I was like, oh, hey, you know, I could be in the middle of an exam and hey, you know, I just get distracted. So I had a lot of distractions in college. I was weird in college. I was goofy. I was working at WYLD. I was pledging Kappa. I was trying to play football my freshman year. I was a diver and ran track after that. So I had issues, man. I had issues. Amy Claire, Boucher, Castro, Smith, Barney, Johnson, Jones III said FPHS to Tulane. Yeah, man. I got in there and ran out of there. First chance I got. T. Barnes said, I was married with kids when I started, so I could not afford to live that traditional. I bet you couldn't. I bet not have seen you at the Kappa turn up, drinking some Kappa punch, Kappa juice. You bet not. You married with kids? Oh, no, pleb. I'd have ran you out of there. I'd have been loud. T. Barnes, where your husband? Hey, somebody find out where her husband at. Her husband, I would have blocked for you so hard, you would have thought I was an offensive tackle. I would have been your blindside tackle. I would have blocked for you so hard. Your husband would have loved me. T. Barnes, you need a ride home to your husband and your children? I sure would have. Amy Claire Boucher Castro Smith Barney Johnson Jones III said, "You were amazing day ever." Yeah, T Barnes, I would not have let you have gotten in trouble. I would have been that dude that just, if somebody had walked up on you, I would have gotten in between you and them, and I'd been like, "Yo, bro, what you want? What you want?" I was just trying to talk to the lady. She don't speak English. Well, I speak Spanish. Well, no, she don't speak that either. Well, what does she speak? No, what do you speak? Yeah, man. I would have ran that on out of there. They'd have been mad at me. As great as calls me old chump, I would have been a chump for you, man. You'd have been mad at me. Amy said, "I was one of the greatest divers ever." I was all right. I dove AAU. I dove, of course, at Tulane, and there was one guy in Forest Park that was over in Green Hills that I just could not beat him. And to this day, I probably have diving nightmares about J.R. Geraci. J.R. Geraci, I could never beat him. So, yeah, what can I say? That was my nemesis. Everybody has a nemesis. The J.R. Geraci was mine in diving. So, man, yeah, T Barnes, I'm just telling you now, my friend, you would not have had a chance to cut up in college if we was on the same campus. You know, I knew T Barnes from like the 4th grade. T Barnes, her mama Nim, sisters Nim, so she wouldn't have been able to cut up on my campus. I'd have blocked everything. She'd have been like, "Man, can you cut me some slack?" Nope. Yeah, J.R. Geraci did have something on me. He had more points than I did every time we dove. I never beat J.R. Geraci in my diving career. Never. I don't even, every now and then you'll get your nemesis, you'll beat your big brother or whatever. I never, ever beat J.R. Geraci, ever. So yeah, wherever you are, J.R. Geraci, we ought to dive right now. Bet I can get you now. I bet I can get you now. I'll cheat now if I have to. Astro fans, I'm not talking about y'all. But anyway, I'll cheat if I have to. T Barnes said, "You would have stole all my fun." Yep, I sure would have. You married and have children in college? Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to do nothing but go to class and go eat. That's it. And I would have walked you everywhere you were going just to make sure that's all you did. So, but anyway, baseball last night, man. I don't know why they're trying to make controversy out of the Astros-Boston Red Sox series. Everybody talking about strike zones and bad calls and this, that, and the other. I mean, I wonder sometimes if sports fans and analysts, if they even want a great game. Like, you'll ruin a great game with drama. I was thinking about this coming in. You know how people nowadays, they like to use the word toxic. "Oh, you're toxic. I can't deal with you. This is a toxic relationship. I need way out. Oh, don't get in that. That seems toxic to me." I'm starting to think that some sports fans and broadcast journalists and announcers are toxic because it was a great pitching game. It was 2-1 heading into the 8th inning. The Astros got a home run to tie it up at 2-2. Why not enjoy that? But then we get into the 9th inning, and supposedly one bad call cost the Red Sox 7 runs. 7 runs. I'll give you 1, maybe 2, but 7? No, I'm not giving you that. Because if you are a professional in your sport, and you can't pull yourself together off of a disappointing situation and lock it down, you don't deserve to win. All of that is part of the game. Bad calls are part of the game. Everybody talks about the human element. Well, it was human element, and I'm not just saying it because it benefited the Astros. I'm the guy that is the diehard. We used to go to the games with my grandfather when he would put a bag over his head, and we watched the New Orleans Saints. I didn't think the Saints even had an S for decades because they were called the Aints. I know bad calls. I know bad calls. The Saints got robbed against the Rams. But we live on. We live on. And if the Red Sox imploded to the point that they not only lost the lead, but lost the game 9-2, that's on the Red Sox. And Red Sox fans, if you want to cry about that, then, man, I'll find some tissue for you. Announcers, if you want to whine about that, you just want to have something to whine about. It was a great game. Great defensive game, great pitching. No, the Astros didn't get a lot out of their starter, but their bullpen came in and did what a bullpen's supposed to do. Lock it down, keep it close, and let the bats wake up. And the bats woke up like crazy in the top of the 9th inning. Dusty Baker did one of his best management jobs last night in bringing in the right reliever at the right time for the right situation. They gave up 2 runs in the first inning and didn't give up anything else for the rest of the game. So Dusty Baker, the bullpen, and the bats, great job. I'm serious. I'm not being a homer. I'm not being a, somebody who's pro Astros and don't worry about that. I'm just saying, good God, can you ever just enjoy a game without trying to make it full of drama? If the Red Sox lost their cool behind that last night, then that's on the Red Sox. And I know Alex Cora better than that. I know Alex Cora didn't lose his cool as a manager of that team over that last night. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. It's just like people want to be offended now. They want to have drama. They want to have, oh my God, did you see that? I did. It was no big deal. They had a million other chances after that to lock it down and get back up in the bottom of the 9th and win the game, and they imploded. 7 runs. I'm sorry, I can't go there with you. I'm not gonna fall in the pit because you in there. I'll reach down, I'll throw you a rope, but I'm not getting down in the muck and the mire because you're in there. If you want to be upset, call me when you're done. I'm not. So anyway, let me take a break. We'll come back. I gotta get ready to announce the winner of this week's Lunch Break Weekly, Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. We had a tiebreaker. We had another tiebreaker. We'll be right back right after this on the Lunch Break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. We're streaming live, kyokradio.org, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, where T-Barnes223 is hanging out. We'll be right back.
You don't sit behind a desk every day to earn a living. You're out and about making it happen. And sometimes you get a little bit behind on your paperwork, like bookkeeping and paying your taxes. It's easy to get behind on paying your taxes. It happens to the best of us. And you know what happens next. The big bad IRS comes knocking on your door. And when that happens, you need to call the good old boys at the Tax Doctor. Let them do what they do best. Deal and negotiate with the IRS so you pay the lowest you can in back taxes that the law allows. We are a 100% U.S.-based company, and we've saved our clients millions over the years in back taxes. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call my friends right now at the Tax Doctor and learn more.
800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. 800-603-9359. That's 800-603-9359.
Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of CWA District 6, reminding you to please vote in the HISD, Cy-Fair, and Aldine Independent School District School Board elections. These elections are so important to our children and our communities.
Yes, Claude, that's correct. My name is Candace Houston. I'm the proud president of Aldine American Federation of Teachers. We have endorsed Zahir Malik, position 4, Nico Matthews, position 3, and Steve Mead, position 5.
Early voting starts Monday, October 18th through October 29th. Election day is Tuesday, November 2nd.
Remember that every vote counts and every vote matters. Please go vote. Paid for by Houstonians for Working Families.
1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legendary KYOK.
Do you have high blood pressure or diabetes? Are you over the age of 65 and covered by Medicare? Then pay close attention to this message. Medicare has introduced some new benefits to help consumers during these cautious COVID-19 times. They realize many of you don't want to leave your home to visit a doctor. So now you can get a remote patient monitoring device shipped to your home at little or no cost to you. Now your doctor can identify your problems in real time, which could potentially save your life. Victory Medical can easily ship this monitoring device directly to your home at little or no cost to you. If you have high blood pressure or diabetes and you're covered by Medicare, make this free call right now to see if you qualify for a new remote patient monitoring device. Call now.
800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. That's 800-213-9527.
Do you have a home that you don't want anymore? We can buy it from you within 24 hours, any home, size, or condition. For over 20 years, we've been buying homes for cash and helping homeowners sell their homes immediately with no listings or strangers walking through your home. Are you moving? Did you lose your job? Going through a divorce? Whatever the reason, if you're in a bind and you know that you need to sell your house fast, call the expert team at I Need to Sell My House Fast. We'll make you a serious cash offer to buy your home in 24 hours and let you walk away from it. No listing, no waiting. Sell any home, any size, any condition now. Call the expert team at I Need to Sell My House Fast. Make this free call now.
800-306-1760. 800-306-1760. 800-306-1760. That's 800-306-1760.
It's the lunch break on KYOK.
All right, y'all, we're back on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all new 92.3 FM, streaming live on KYOKradio.org. Well, I got people, AJ, you are all over the place. You're talking about liking light-skinned women in Louisiana, you're talking about being a diver, you're talking about running track, you're talking about getting a B in middle school. You all right? I'm very okay. It's just how my life is set up. Amy, yes, Mr. Geraci was JR's dad. Yes, that is correct. All right, y'all. Let's see. We're back on the lunch break. Legendary KYOK. I got two calls holding. Hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
Hi, AJ. This is T. Barnes. How are you?
I'm great. How are you? What's going on, T. Barnes?
Well, let's see. Since you're all over the place, let's talk about the Carolina Panthers to start with.
All right, let's do that. Let's do it.
Yeah, they suck.
You know, when did that happen, T. Barnes? When did that happen? They were doing great.
I think, honestly, they need to get Cam Newton in rehab and get him back and get him together because he was great for Carolina in terms of morale. He was great in terms of PR because everybody in the Carolinas, regardless of whether you were in the North or South Carolina, loved Cam Newton. So I think that's part of what they need to look at. Like, how can we boost the morale of the team? And also, how can we get really good talent in here? They just have a couple of issues going on there. One is morale, I really believe, and the other is a PR issue.
Yeah, I got to tell you that I was surprised when they went all in on Sam Darnold. And I just got to be honest with you. I felt like it went wrong then. I don't think they're ever going to bring back Cam Newton. It's just not going to happen.
No, I don't think they will. I think that's like daydreaming and dreaming on my part. I don't think they will either. But I got to tell you, they've got to get somebody in here of that caliber.
Right, I agree. And that's why during the draft, when they did not bring in a future franchise quarterback, and like I said, went all in on Sam Darnold, I was like, oh, that's a mistake. That's a mistake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Overall, I don't know who they're going to pull in terms of their quarterbacking. I don't know that they can woo anybody who would be willing to take the risk in terms of their own personal PR. Because, when you're a quarterback, you're a brand.
Right.
So I don't know what they're going to do.
Well, let me just
really
say this. I know that there are a lot of teams that are quietly keeping an eye on a quarterback up in the Wisconsin area that they know is going to be an unrestricted free agent after this season. So imagine Aaron Rodgers running the show in Carolina, or Aaron Rodgers running the show in Pittsburgh, or Aaron Rodgers running the show for the Jets or Giants. There's a lot of teams that are quietly keeping an eye on that, which is why they probably, are just riding it out with what they got right now.
Here's the issue with Carolina. I don't think they're willing to pay for Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, well, if they ain't gonna pay no money, then you know the deal. You don't pay no money, you don't get no, whatever it is you're trying to buy.
Right. So, that's where I think they're going to run into an issue, is that they're not willing to pay for someone of that caliber at that level. And number two is they're a newer franchise in terms of like some of these other teams that might be vying for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
So they have somebody to compete against, and they got to bring the bucks, and I don't think they're willing to do that.
Yeah, I agree with you. Now you get what you pay for. If you're not going to invest, if you want to run with the big dogs, you got to get off the porch, is the proverbial saying. So if they're not going to do that, then you're right. They're right where they're going to be.
Yes. Number two, you mentioned diving. And I don't remember you diving, but what I do remember about you is you being a football player, and I remember you were pretty good. That's what I remember about you.
Yeah, look, don't tell them that, because a lot of folks like to look at me now and say, oh, bro, you didn't do, you were on the chess team and all that. But football was my thing. It was my favorite sport out of all the things that I did. And that's one thing I love about the way we grew up. T Barnes right there in Forest Park, everything was right there. So, we could play football, we could play basketball, we could be on the baseball team. I was a bowler. My mom, used to make sure that we were involved in everything. And I enjoyed that growing up. So I appreciate you remembering a little bit about my history.
Yeah, I think we were, we had a very privileged background in a way that maybe we don't see so much anymore. Forest Park was like our own utopia, if you will. And we were very fortunate as kids to have so many options available to us. And I don't think they just encouraged us to be into sports. I think they encouraged us to be like critical thinkers.
Absolutely.
And to be brainiacs.
Absolutely. And in fact, Mr. Weirs, I lived with the Weirses my senior year of high school. He legally adopted me so that I could go to school there and what have you. And Mr. Weirs, who used to be the mayor of our town, kind of explained to me what the planned community was. And they did. They planned for our diversity. They planned for our high-level education. And they planned for us to be critical thinkers, because they wanted a community that was going to impact, the city of Cincinnati, the state of Ohio, and the nation as a whole.
I definitely agree with that. I actually found something a couple of years ago on a government website about the plans for Forest Park, and that is exactly what I found in the language.
Yep.
It was the planned community,
yep.
And they wanted it to be diverse, and in fact, they wanted it to be significantly larger than what it was.
Right.
And when they presented their plans to the government did not allow them to have as much land as they wanted.
Right. Yeah, and that was unfortunate. I learned about that. T Barnes, a lot of folks don't know. So, senior night was when the parents walked us out on the field and we got honored as seniors. Mrs. Weirs walked with Carl. Mr. Weirs walked with me.
Walked with you.
And the local newspaper, the Cincinnati Enquirer, and the local Forest Park paper wrote an article calling Forest Park the Black Forest, because there were a lot of black people moving into Forest Park But they also even highlighted that the mayor had a young black boy that had moved in with them, and it literally made me feel like I cost him his reelection. And I carried that for a long, long time until, a few years ago when Mr. Weirs came to visit me. He said, that is not why I didn't get reelected. So don't carry that weight. But it kind of highlighted, what we're seeing now in our community, where, in our nation as a whole, how some people just can't let us be integrated. They can't let it be a good thing. They got to talk about it like it's a bad thing, and it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. And I'm glad that we had that opportunity. I really am.
You and me both.
We're very fortunate in a lot of ways, the way that we grew up and the experiences that we had as kids. Sometimes it was a little overwhelming. I have to admit that, because I don't know if I ever told you this, but I literally was the first black child at Cameron Park.
Really? I did not know that.
Yes, I was.
Because, see, I didn't get to Cameron Park until the 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
We were living in Atlanta before that, and I remember moving to, Forest Park and being in Mrs. Terry's class and seeing this pretty little girl over there with some pigtails. But anyway, I did not know you were the first black kid at Cameron Park.
Yeah, I definitely was. As a matter of fact, me and my 2 sisters beside me were the first 3.
T-Barnes, see, we need to be highlighting stuff like that. We need to be like that stuff is as significant as other school districts around the country being integrated. I mean, do me a favor. I'm going to follow up with you, and we're gonna make sure that gets highlighted because that's history. That's history right there.
Yeah, and honestly, it didn't even dawn on me until I was watching some civil rights stuff, and I was like, I remember being the only one, and I asked my mom, and she said, "Yeah, you were the first one at Cameron Park."
Wow. I'm my mouth is wide open, for a good reason, because I never knew that, and now that I know that, it makes you even more awesome than before. And I definitely would have been blocking all the dudes on the campus from talking to you. So there you go. I don't want to hear nothing about it.
I can only imagine. I could see you doing that easily.
Oh, no, it would have been automatic. It would have been straight up. Like I would have woke up out of my sleep and walked across the yard, because I felt like somebody was trying to holler at you.
Yeah, that would have happened.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep.
But it's always good to catch up. I am asking you guys to really keep the clinical researchers in your prayers, because that's what I do professionally.
Yep.
I am working on COVID vaccine.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to have you as a special guest on my show to talk about, whatever you're allowed to talk about, because, there's so much misinformation out there about the vaccine.
Okay. I'd be glad to.
Okay. All right, T-Barnes, you be safe out there, all right?
You too. Love you always.
All right, love you too. Be right back.
1140 AM, KYOK Conroe, and 92.3 FM, K222CX Houston.
The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the host, guests, and callers, who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
All right, y'all, we're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live, KYOKradio.org, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. And again, want to thank T. Barnes. Growing up, she was Tamara Brooks, but got married to an amazing man named Barnes now. And wow, first black student at my elementary school, and is working as a clinical researcher on the vaccines. I got to have her back. Y'all already know I'm going to have her back on a Freestyle Friday. We're going to get into that. All right, I know I got somebody else holding. Thank you for your patience. Hello, you're live on the lunch break.
Hi, AJ. It's Keith Hennig.
Caller of the year 2020. What's up, brother?
I'll play Who's the Starter.
Say it again.
I will play Who is the Starter.
Who's the starter for who?
I thought you asked for people to call in and ask the starter was for NFL teams. Is that not correct?
Oh, no. If I said that, I didn't mean to say that. And you know me, I'll say something crazy and won't even remember I said it. But no, that's not what I was. That's not what I was saying.
Okay. Well, that's all I had. I was ready to win the tickets to the museum and get the Dickies, but it's going to be a heartbreak tonight. I'm going for fish.
All right.
Thanks, AJ.
All right, Keith Hennig. Thank you, brother. Just for that, I'm going to send him a gift certificate for some Dickies barbecue because he's such a good brother. But I am kind of all over the place, but for a good reason. Because there's so much going on. And that's why I'm not allowing myself to get caught up in these controversies. Like, I don't care that Ben Simmons had a phone in his pocket. I understand that after he got kicked out of practice, he may or may not have gone to an adult establishment after. So what? Ben Simmons wants out of Philly, and he's going about it however he's going about it. You know, I want to see what Philly does in a basketball game, not what they do, with Ben Simmons with a phone in his pocket. James Harden last night, great game. James Harden had, 20 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. He, Kevin Durant, and Giannis Antetokounmpo were named to the top 75 all-time NBA players last night. And I think that's accurate. First group was revealed last night. I think they're going to reveal some more tonight. So it's the 75th anniversary of the NBA. And again, James Harden, like him or not, Kevin Durant for sure, and Giannis Antetokounmpo were named to the top 75 all-time NBA players. You already know LeBron James is on it, so don't even start with the but. No, don't start. They're in there. All right, let me do this. Keith Hennig, here's something you can win. Let me get to the winner of the Lunch Break Weekly Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. And it, again, came down to the tiebreaker. Real quick, let me give honorable mention to anybody that was 7-7 or better. Yasmin was 7-7. Todd, tough week, Todd, 7-7. We had some 8-6s. Alexis was 8-6. Rio was 8-6. Alexis was 8-6. Who else was 8-6? Somebody else was 8-6. All right. 9-5s. Milo, 9-5. Big Mike was 9-5. George Griffith was 9-5. Erica was 9-5. Danny down there in Louisiana, 9-5. T-Bone or T-Boy was 9-5. And then we had a bunch of 10-4s. Big Time Floyd, 10-4. CJ, another good week, 10-4. Chi-Town was 10-4. Delano, 10-4. Amber, 10-4. Emmanuel, 10-4. Keith, who we just heard from, was 10-4. Oz was 10-4. Alice was 10-4. And a young man who's been kind of hovering in the background, Rico, was 10-4. But that wasn't enough to get it done. Clarence was 11-3. Ferdinand was 11-3. And you know what? 11-3 was the tops for the week. So it came down to the tiebreaker. The Monday night game, Tennessee beat Buffalo 34-31. Clarence had Buffalo winning. Ferdinand had Buffalo winning. So if Ferdinand had Tennessee, then it would automatically be over. So now we go to the final score. Final score, Ferdinand had 35-14. Clarence had 33-24. Clarence was closest. He was only off by 8. Ferdinand was off by 18. Congratulations, Clarence. You are the Week 6 Lunch Break Weekly Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge winner. And we say congratulations to him. So he gets $50 courtesy of the Wellness Clinic. I'm sorry, the Hartwell Clinic, And if you need information on these amazing, and I do mean amazing people who can give you some excellent counseling, you can call them at 713-280-7979. That's 713-280-7979. Or you can go online to www.thehartwellclinic.com. That's www.thehartwellclinic.com. And you be sure and tell them you heard about them from the Lunch Break with AJ and KYOK. Clarence, I need your Cash App, doctor. Got to Cash App you $50 courtesy of the Hartwell Clinic. Ferdinand, good job. Everybody else, good job. Let me give you the standings after Week 6. Still on top and starting to spread out a little bit. Big Time Floyd. He's got 70 wins. Amber at number 2 with 67. Number 3, Delano, 66. Tied with Chi-Town. At number 5, Keith Hinnett is back in it. He's got 64. He's tied with T-Bone at 64. And then you drop down to number 7. So these are the folks that are just outside. Keisha Kelly at number 7 with 63. Alice at number 8 with 62, tied with CJ. And George Griffith, again, at 62. So they're 2 wins out of that final spot. At number 12, Todd with 61. 13, Alexis with 60. 13, Ferdinand with 60. At number 15, it's Emmanuel with 59. 16, Milo with 58. 17, Erica with 57. 18, you've got Oz, Charlotte, and Big Mike with 56. At 21, you got Rio with 54. Danny with 54. Jasmine with 54. So everybody kind of right there. Everyone is kind of right there. So if you didn't hear your name, that means you got some work to do. You got some work to do to get up in that top 6. Again, right now, Big Time Floyd, number 1. Amber, number 2. Delano, number 3. Chi-Town, number 4. Keith, number 5. Tied with T-Bone. And then you got Keisha Kelly, Alice, CJ, and Todd right behind there. All right, y'all. $50. $50 this week. And we'll be right back with more right after this.
Or more in credit card debt. Then listen up. We can reduce or eliminate your interest rates. Cut your monthly payment up to 50% and stop all late fees. Our company has been helping good people just like you get out of debt for over 30 years. Don't get stressed out. If you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt and medical bills, we can show you a way to reduce all of your bills to one lower monthly payment that you can afford. So again, if you have $2,000 or more in credit card debt and medical bills you can't afford, make this free call today and learn how you can finally get out of debt. Call now for your free consultation. 800-638-7112. 800-638-7112. 800-638-7112. That's 800-638-7112. Sponsored by Credit Guard.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of Communication Workers of America District 6. Trey and I are inviting you to listen in to our new political talk show, Power to the People Political Hour.
Hello, this is Trey Daniels from the Daniels Group. Yes, Claude, the show will be hard-hitting and informative, talking about national and local political issues of the day, week, and month. Interviews will be with pastors, community leaders, elected officials, and political operatives. You know, Claude, a part of our responsibility is informing the citizenry and giving them power to the people.
That's right, Trey. We're asking that you listen in on 1140 AM, 92.3, or streaming on KYOKradio.org, Thursdays at 10 a.m.
Got to give the people now. Give the people what they want.
The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the host, guests, and callers, entirely responsible for all show content, and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
Yeah, it just felt like I needed to do the disclaimer again. I'm not going to say nothing bad. I'm not going to do anything bad, anything like that. Just felt like I needed to play that disclaimer again. So y'all stay right there. Stay right there. Somebody said, well, AJ, you didn't do the birthdays. Let me get those queued up. It's Winning Wednesday right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. Clarence, you are the winner. So congratulations. I need your Cash App so we can send you your money. And if you want to get in on the Lunch Break Weekly, Keeping Up with the Joneses Challenge, there's no purchase necessary. You don't have to pay an entrance fee or anything like that. You don't have to register for anything. You just gotta make sure that you give me your picks from the Thursday night game, all of the Sunday games, and then for the Monday night game, give me who you think is gonna win, but also give me the exact final score for both teams. 25-21, 30-12, whatever you think the final score is gonna be for both teams, give me that, because as you see, we use that as our tiebreaker. And if you win, you win. We'll send $50 to you to $50 via Cash App to you, and then you can go on and brag about it, okay? All right, so let's see. You can email those picks to aj@kyoksports.com, aj@kyoksports.com, or text them to me, 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. All right? And good luck, because, again, you could be the one who wins. All right. And I'm still worried about Ferdinand. The Greatest. Greatest, you okay? I sent you something. Hopefully that made your day better, Greatest. Check your text message and your messenger. I think I sent something to make you feel better. All right? Let's do these birthdays. Real quick. If you know somebody celebrating a birthday today, get them to me, 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000, or email them, aj@kyoksports.com, aj@kyoksports.com. Happy birthday going out to Ramon Raphael Pleasant. He's 37 today over there in Birmingham, Alabama. Maurice Williams celebrating a birthday with Cindy Parker. Marsha Goins Wilson is celebrating her birthday today with Bernard Harper. Also, James Elimu celebrating his birthday over there in Kenya. He's 53. Arlette Wilson celebrating her birthday with Tracy Sanders. Nikki Preston. Scott Kuykendall celebrating his birthday as well. Scott Kuykendall from Forest Park, Ohio, 54 years old today. And man, I don't know what was going on in the world of sports 9 months from today, back in the day, but there are a lot of celebrities who are celebrating their birthdays today. Let me run down this list. Mickey Mantle was born on this day back in 1931. You know, he is was a Hall of Fame baseball player. 20-time All-Star. Triple Crown back in 1956. He was born in Oklahoma. Juan Marichal. And you're like, who is that? Again, another legendary baseball player. And he used to date one of my aunts back in the day. So, yeah, Juan Marichal, I had to put him on the list. He was born on this day. Back in 1950, one of my favorite wide receivers of all time who helped me learn how to run routes was none other than Isaac Curtis, number 85 for the Cincinnati Bengals. He was born in California on this day back in 1950. One of the best dudes I've ever met in my life. And Willie Gibson, where are you? Willie Gibson. I'll just give you this clue and you can tell me whose birthday is it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And then he went out and knocked somebody out. It is none other than one of the best fighters who unfortunately had some demons in his life that he wasn't able to overcome. Aaron Pryor, welterweight boxing champ, was born in my hometown, Cincinnati, Ohio, back in 1955. He passed away in 2016. All right, Texans fans, y'all will love this name. Ray Childress, one of the best defensive tackles, defensive ends for the Houston Oilers back in the day, was born on 1962. And Willis McGahee from The U was born on this day back in 1981. All right, Usher.
Oh, go shawty, it's your birthday. Ooh, it's your birthday. Go shawty, it's your birthday. Today's your day. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to everybody celebrating birthdays today or anniversaries. We pray that it's been a good day for you. All right, let me get back into some of this, especially since we just talked about the Lunch Break Weekly Keeping Up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge. I've got my power rankings for the NFL after week 6. After week 6, there's one undefeated team, so that means they're number 1. It is the Arizona Cardinals. They're 6-0. Number 2 on the Lunch Break Power Rankings, NFL, the LA Rams, 5-1. Man, they got a great mix of players on both sides of the ball, and they're tough. LA Rams, number 2. Number 3, don't at me, don't be mad at me. This is my power rankings, not our power rankings. The Dallas Cowboys at 5-1. One of the most complete teams out there. Dallas, 5-1. Number 4, a team that is the only team that beat Dallas, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. AJ, why don't you have Tampa Bay over Dallas if they beat Dallas? They've been leaky ever since beating Dallas. Do I think that if they played Dallas again, they would beat them again? I don't know. That's why I got them at number 4. At number 5, the team that everybody wants to count out, along with their quarterback, say what you want to say, they went out and dog walked one of the better teams in the league. The Baltimore Ravens are 5-1. I got them at number 5. Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers have turned it around. I've got them at number 6. They still got some work to do on defense, though. At number 7, the Buffalo Bills, coming off of a heartbreaking loss to Tennessee. Number 8, the LA Chargers. Boy, they got humbled real good this past weekend. They're 4-2. Number 9, the Las Vegas Raiders. I feel like the Raiders are either going to be real good or just crazy bad for the rest of the season, given everything that's going on. After last week, looks like they're going to be real good. They're at number 9, 4-2. Number 10, the team that might finally be heading in the right direction, the Tennessee Titans. At number 11, the Cincinnati Bengals. That's right. I am no fan of the head coach, but I got to give credit where credit is due. The Cincinnati Bengals are at number 11. At number 12, the New Orleans Saints. Again, you ain't got to like them, but they are 3-2. They're at number 12. At 13, Minnesota, 3-3. 14, Kansas City at 14. 15, Cleveland. Man, they are really banged up. Baker Mayfield says he's going to play tomorrow night. We'll see. Both running backs are out. We'll see. That might be a good landing spot for Whitney Mercilus because they need pass rush. So, yeah, that might be a good spot. Make him a situational pass rusher. Whitney Mercilus would be a great fit in Cleveland. All right, number 16, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, every time I think they're done, Big Ben say, hold up. I got them at number 16. Number 17, Denver. Number 18, Carolina. Number 19, the Bears. Number 20, San Francisco. 21, the Atlanta Falcons. 22, everybody's favorite team, the New England Patriots. I got them down at number 22. Number 23, Seattle. Number 24, we've got, what have I done here? Indianapolis. Then we got Philly. Then we got Washington. At 28, we've got the Jets. 29, Houston. 30, Miami. 31, Jacksonville. And 32, Detroit. I see what I did. Yeah, I've got the Jets over the Giants, and then I've got Houston, Miami, Jacksonville, and Detroit. So there we go. That's our power rankings for after week number 6. All right? Again, you don't have to like them. Just got to respect them. Here we go. Let me read them with no commentary. Number 1, Arizona. Number 2, Rams. Number 3, Dallas. Number 4, Tampa. Number 5, Baltimore. Number 6, Green Bay. 7, Buffalo. 8, Chargers. 9, Raiders. 10, Titans. 11, Cincinnati. 12, New Orleans. 13, Vikings. 14, Chiefs. 15, Browns. 16, Steelers. 17, Broncos. 18, Panthers. 19, Chicago. 20, 49ers. 21, Falcons. 22, Patriots. 23, Seattle. 24, Colts. 25, Eagles. 26, Washington. 27, Jets. 28, Giants. 29, Texans. 30, Dolphins. 31, Jacksonville. 32, Detroit Lions. All right, let me take a break right after this. We'll be right back with more.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-253-1892. 800-251-1892. 800-253-1892. That's 800-253-1892.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. Radio stations in one.
Tune in to Table Talk with your boy, TD Blackshear, every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. on the legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. See you there.
In need of tires? Check out OMG Tire Services and more. New and used tires, all the name brands you desire. Located at 3126 Tidwell, between 59 North and Jensen. Give them a call at 832-767-3211. Top-notch service from beginning to end. When you're done, get your car hand-washed inside and out at OMG Tire Services and more. Located at 3126 Tidwell, between 59 North and Jensen. Call 832-767-3211. That's 832-767-3211. Conveniently located on the north side.
Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me Show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me Show right here on the legendary KYOK Radio 11:40 a.m. and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
Remember in the beginning, when you first started to build a life for you and your family, you never imagined it would come to this. Instead of living your dreams, you're living with debt. In fact, it's smothering you. Now there's a way you can take back control with one simple call. If you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, you qualify to receive a free, no-obligation consultation on how to get rid of that debt for good. Call the Debt Helpline now. We work on your behalf to reduce your debt. We specialize in credit cards, retail store cards, and medical bills. One simple call is all it takes to get the ball rolling to a debt-free life. Stop living with debt and start living your dreams. Call the Debt Helpline now.
800-958-2156. 800-958-2156. 800-958-2156. That's 800-958-2156.
Hey guys, this is your girl Brandy Nelson, and you are listening to The Lunch Break on KYOK.
All right, thank you, Brandy Nelson, right here on The Lunch Break on the legendary KYOK. All new 92.3 FM, streaming live on KYOKradio.org, also on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. I got an honest question, and I'm willing to admit I don't know the answer. What does it mean that it's cuffing season? What does that mean? Somebody sent me a meme, and it's a meme of, I forget the little boy and what movie it's from, but it's a little boy sitting on the stairs looking through the railing, and she said, everybody's getting drafted during cuffing season except you. I don't know what that means. You know, I like, oh yeah, it's cuffing season. What does that mean? 281-453-1000. Now don't be vulgar or say bad words, but 281-453-1000 or text me 832-403-5005. What does that mean, cuffing season? I don't know what that means. I'm willing to admit it. I'm one of those folks, if I don't know something, I'll ask. I don't want to be, sitting there thinking I know and acting like I know and I don't. All right, Willie Gibson, broadcast journalist from Columbus, Ohio, covering the Ohio State Buckeyes, the Big Ten, and the Cleveland Browns, shot me a message, said that Baker Mayfield is out. So you know what that means. The young man out of the University of Houston will get his shot to try and lead them to a win. Keith Hennig, what is the word that you're using? Cuffing, C-U-F-F-I-N-G, cuffing season. I don't know what that is. I guess I could look it up, Urban Dictionary. I could look it up, but I just want somebody to tell me. I don't feel like looking it up. I don't. So anyway, we'll see what Cleveland can do. We'll see what both the running backs are out. Baker Mayfield is out. Willie, is Landry back? Is Jarvis Landry back? Because if not, then that means one of the primary wide receivers is out as well. I don't know. It's one of those games where Cleveland kind of needs it, right? Where's Cleveland in the standings? Cleveland right now has a record of 3-3. I know, it's not do or die. It's not the end of the world if they go 3-4, but what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? So we'll see. Let's see. We know Case Keenum here. Is it cupping? No, not cupping. They're not cupping, Keith. Keith, you and I are going to be walking around doing the wrong thing at the wrong time if we don't get this right. Cuffing. 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 So he said, I looked up cupping. We ain't going to do the right thing. We're going to be in trouble. We're going to look real, real crazy. Willie Gibson says both of the tackles are out as well, and to be determined on Jarvis Landry. Yeah, that none of that sounds good. None of that sounds good. I'm not counting Cleveland out because, stranger things have happened. And, if I'm Teddy Bridgewater, though, I'm feeling pretty good. Keith Hennig said, I looked up cuffing season. You don't want to know. Story of my life. I'm not doing something that I don't really want to know what it is I'm not doing. That's the story of my life. Like, it's something bad, and I'm running around saying it in the middle of a sermon or something like that. Yeah, it's cuffing season, and the Lord says, don't be cuffed to the wrong person. Walk by faith and not by sight in your cuffing season. Yeah. That's me. That's some nonsense I would pull. So thanks, Keith. I'm glad. Look, I'll just leave it alone. Natasha Marie says cuffing season is when you try to get a cuddle buddy to get through the cold nights. Let me put that up. Natasha Marie for the win. Cuffing season is when you try to get a cuddle buddy to get through the cold months. I didn't even read that right, so I know I don't need to be doing it. Okay, yeah, it was so cold in my spot last night, I had to turn on the ceiling fan, so I know I don't need to be cuffing. I don't ever get that cold. I'm not a cold-natured person. I lived in Ohio, and I had on the air conditioning in the winter and the fall. Keith Hennig, I looked it up. You don't want to know. Okay. All right. Well, whoever sent me that meme, thank you. You're right. I'm sitting on the bench. Cool. A lot of folks came at me yesterday about the whole letting somebody look at your phone. And, some people called me, you ain't telling the truth. That's that radio stuff. Let me just say this. I haven't always been that way. I haven't always been, I had some stuff going on my phone that I didn't want nobody to know. Look, I was sitting next to people doing stuff on my phone I had no business doing. So you're right. I and I can say within the last year and a half, maybe two, I got to a place where, it's like, let me chill this out. But right now I can say this, man, I can let my child look at my phone and go through everything, not just, their games or whatever, and be perfectly fine. I can drive off and leave my phone unlocked somewhere and be won't be stressing and trying to hurry up and break speed limits to get back to my phone. That's just a place where I can say within the last maybe 6 months. Maybe 6 months. Where I was just like, man, I'm going to let my walk and my talk be the same. If I'm saying something or doing something on my phone, I'm not hurting somebody else or betraying them, betraying somebody else in a relationship. That's just me now. Don't do what I do. You do what works for you. And if you think it's a privacy issue or it's the principle, these are the words I heard overnight. It's a principle thing. Either you trust me or you don't. I get that. That's fine. But for me, I'm going to be able to back my trust up with, here, go through it. Go. Pick something. Hey, let me open that for you. And honestly, if somebody finds something in my phone right now that they find objectionable or, offensive, they want to be offended. Like, they just want to be offended because there's nothing in there like that. And I'm not a tit for tat person. If you go through my phone, I don't have to go through yours. I'm a firm believer that if you're doing something that you don't need to be doing, it'll come to light. I learned a long time ago, you don't have to go looking for dirt. It'll eventually pile up and you'll find it. So that's just me. Again, I appreciate Dr. Aki Davis coming in yesterday in studio and stirring that up because, man, I was getting text messages all through the night about that. AJ, I was at work. I couldn't really say what I wanted to say, but man, blah, 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 blah. And it was like an 8-page text message. It was like, bruh, sis, I appreciate y'all trying to share with me your story, but at the end of the day, you got to figure out what works best for you. So if you got a no phone policy, state that up front. Hey, listen, I'm with you. We're exclusive. You're with me. I trust you, but we're not going through each other's phones. Why not? But for me, it's a principle thing. For me, it's a character thing. It's a trust thing. State that up front and get an agreement so there's no surprises later down the line. So when somebody gets anxious and they say, I need to go through your phone. Remember, we talked about this up front. For me, it's not that I'm cheating. It's my character. It's a principle. It's either you trust me or you don't. But there's a lot of things that people go into relationships assuming. And then when they hit the fan, it's like, well, for me, either you trust me or you don't. If you don't trust me, then bye. You should have stated that up front. That's an issue for me. I don't want you going through my phone. I don't want you going through my email. I don't want you popping up at my job and all that. So, that's where it was. Fun day yesterday, though. Dr. Ike, I'm excited about his podcast, the Timeout podcast. That's going to be a lot of fun. As soon as I get the details on it, I'll put that out there. All right, so now let's get back to these games. Let's get back to these games for tomorrow. Starting with tomorrow night. Broncos at Cleveland, minus Baker Mayfield, minus both running backs, minus possibly Jarvis Landry, minus both of the starting tackles, and some question marks on defense. Denver, if y'all are that good, win that game on the road. I got Denver at 17. I got Cleveland at 15. So, to me, they're evenly matched. In fact, Cleveland is only a 2-point favorite in that game. If I'm, head coach of Denver, I'm telling my team, listen, we need to go in and do what we're supposed to do and make them beat us. We're gonna make them beat us. We're not going to help them beat us. Keith Hennig said, I just want your bank account. Keith Hennig said, yo, girl, I don't want to go through your phone. Give me your bank account number. You are hilarious. That's why you've been married 276 years, Keith. I admire and respect you because of that, brother. You got a good long-term, relationship that when I grow up, I want to be just like you. So, I'm going to give Cleveland the win because they're at home, but that's one of those games where I would not be surprised if the Broncos pulled off the upset on the road because, there comes a point in time where everybody can't be the next man up. That works in key spots from time to time, but when you got, 5 different places where you're trying to get somebody to be the next man up, sometimes that catches up to you. So I'm going Cleveland, but man, I'm going to keep my eye on that one. I'm going to watch that one, see if Teddy Bridgewater can expose some of those areas. Then Sunday, the Bengals, are they for not? Because we get to find out they're on the road in Baltimore. They're on the road in Baltimore Sunday at noon. And I'll be honest with you, I'm going with the Ravens. Bengals, I like what you're doing, but I just don't believe it over the Ravens. I believe Baltimore will find a way to win. The Chiefs at the Titans. Again, if the Titans have turned the corner, we'll see. We'll know something. I'm going with the the Chiefs can't stop the run, though. And Derrick Henry said, yo, forget all this throwing the ball. I got this. Oh, man. Look, now this is testing my heart. Do I want to go against Patrick Mahomes? Or, you know what? Let me be a grown man. I'm going Titans at home. Titans are a 5.5 underdog. I'm going Titans at home with the upset. Texans at the Cardinals. Quit playing. The Cardinals are a 17.5-point favorite in that game. 17.5 points. They'll probably win by 30. Colts at the 49ers. Yeah, Indianapolis, you're not playing the Texans. Y'all about to get beat. I got 49ers in that one. Washington football team at Green Bay. Same thing, Green Bay. Falcons at the Dolphins. That's going to be an evenly matched game. Tua is back. I don't think Matt Ryan and the Falcons play well on the road. It's not too far from home, though. It's down in warm weather. I don't think Brian Flores is going to let his team just fall off the map. I don't think he's going to let his team fall off the map. Let me see who's favored in that game. The Falcons are favored. I'm going with the Dolphins with the upset. Dolphins with the upset. Jets at the Patriots, going New England. Panthers at the Giants, I'm going Carolina. Eagles at the Raiders. Again, that game's going to be closer than some think. But, man, Nick Sirianni doesn't have it figured out yet. Nick Sirianni doesn't have it figured out quite yet. And for everybody who's trying to make it Jalen Hurts, let me tell you something. Jalen Hurts has been leading the team in rushing and trying to run the quarterback spot. So it ain't all him. Thank God you got him, or it would be even worse. So I'm going the Raiders at home. Detroit at the Rams again. That's going to be ugly. I've got Rams. Bears at the Buccaneers. You know, I like what Justin Fields has been doing. I wish they would give him a little bit more liberty and freedom. I think they'd be pleasantly surprised if they did. I'm going Buccaneers at home. And then Monday night, Saints at the Seahawks. Although I love what Geno Smith is doing, I think that Saints defense is going to make it hard on him to get it done. I'm going with the Saints at home, on the road. Final score 30-27. 30-27. Saints on the road. So let me give them to you again without commentary. All right, so we got tomorrow night, I've got Browns. Sunday, I've got Ravens, Titans, Cardinals, 49ers, Packers, Dolphins, Patriots, Panthers, Raiders, Rams, Buccaneers, and then on Monday night, I've got Saints. All right, I'll take a quick break. When we come back, I'll let you know when you got to get your picks in on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of CWA District 6, reminding you to please vote in the HISD, Sci-Fair, and Aldine Independent School District School Board elections. These elections are so important to our children and our communities.
Yes, Claude, that's correct. My name is Candace Houston. I'm the proud president of Aldine American Federation of Teachers. We have endorsed Zahir Malik, position 4, Nico Matthews, position 3, and Steve Meade, position 5.
Early voting starts Monday, October 18th through October 29th. Election day is Tuesday, November 2nd.
Remember that every vote counts and every vote matters. Please go vote.
Paid for by Houstonians for Working Families.
You're listening to 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legendary KYOK.
Do you have high blood pressure or diabetes? Are you over the age of 65 and covered by Medicare? Then pay close attention to this message. Medicare has introduced some new benefits to help consumers during these cautious COVID-19 times. They realize many of you don't want to leave your home to visit a doctor. So now you can get a remote patient monitoring device shipped to your home at little or no cost to you. Now your doctor can identify your problems in real time, which could potentially save your life. Victory Medical can easily ship this monitoring device directly to your home at little or no cost to you. If you have high blood pressure or diabetes and you're covered by Medicare, make this free call right now to see if you qualify for a new remote patient monitoring device. Call now.
800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. That's 800-213-9527.
Do you have a home that you don't want anymore? We can buy it from you within 24 hours. Any home, size, or condition. For over 20 years, we've been buying homes for cash and helping homeowners sell their homes immediately with no listings or strangers walking through your home. Are you moving? Did you lose your job? Going through a divorce? Whatever the reason, if you're in a bind and you know that you need to sell your house fast, call the expert team at I Need to Sell My House Fast. We'll make you a serious cash offer to buy your home in 24 hours and let you walk away from it. No listing, no waiting. Sell any home, any size, any condition now. Call the expert team at I Need to Sell My House Fast. Make this free call now.
800-306-1760. 800-306-1760. 800-306-1760. That's 800-306-1760.
Nobody wants to get ripped off, broken into, or robbed, but nobody wants to pay a lot of money to have their home protected either. I've got an offer to tell you about to provide home security for your home for less than $1 a day. For real, with no installation or equipment charges. And this is from a company rated #1 by a leading consumer research company. According to the facts, most of you won't even call unless there's a burglary in your neighborhood or something bad happens. So let's give you a reason. Save money. For less than $1 a day with no other costs, you can get your home secured. Plus, get a lifetime equipment replacement warranty. You need protection for your home. Call the Home Security Hotline right now.
800-561-6198. 800-561-6198. 800-561-6198. Again, that's 800-561-6198.
Hey, you want some sports with your lunch? Well, tune in to the legendary KYOK at the lunch break. And I'm Raven Rogers.
All right, y'all. We're back here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live, kyokradio.org, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. I like this new platform that Kev, the producer's got us on. I can see all the comments over here on the side now. I like it. I like it. Big shout out to the Restream folks. Again, they went out of their way to earn our business, and I like that. That's what I'm talking about. You know, I might not have a check mark by my name, might not have 1 million plus followers, but I had a company that was willing to work with us. They gave us total access to their platform as if we were paying, so that we see some of the bells, the whistles, and the features. Liked it, signed up with them, and now we're rolling. So thank you again, Restream. Got to do some business with them. All right. I just sent somebody a message, and I said, hey, let me go through your phone. And they text me back, and they said, we established that early on, and you said no. Did I really? I changed my mind. I want to go through some phones now, y'all. I feel like I'm missing out on going through phones. I think what I'm going to do one Friday, I'm going to have a couple on that's been married for a long time and let them give some words of wisdom for couples, you know, on how they made it through so many years. I want to do that. And then I want to get a couple that's been around for about 10 years, 12 years, and how they've gotten that far. And then a new couple. You know, I want to cover those 3 areas and let each one of them talk about, you know, some things that they've learned, some things that they have not done well, and that somebody says, well, why are you doing all this relationship stuff? It's just, I'm telling you, people in the background who you never see, they will email me, text me, message me that they love, that helped them, that blessed them, and that's what I want to do. At the end of the day, you know, I'm not trying to be like ESPN. I'm not trying to be like Fox Sports. A lot of times people will look at me on these different platforms and say, man, I'd much rather look at that. Well, go ahead and look at that. I like to do what my listeners and our followers and our viewers, what they like. Because, you know, those are the ones who've been with us long before we got on this platform. So, hey, AM 1140 folks, love y'all to life. Y'all been rocking with KYOK for a long, long time. FM 92.3, we love y'all too. KYOKradio.org. We have people all around the world that stay up late at night in their area of the world to listen to us, and then get up early and depend upon their time zone to listen to us. So, you know, we stick with our bread and butter. We stick with our bread and butter. T Barnes said that would be cool. So there you go. We'll do it. T Barnes, you and your husband might be one of them. So stay available. Keep that phone on so I can reach out to you. All right. So, I had asked the question earlier in the week about Alex Cora. He got another chance with the Boston Red Sox to manage after the cheating scandal. AJ Hinch is managing the Detroit Tigers after the cheating scandal. Jeff Luhnow is not going to get another job anytime soon. He has actually not owned anything. He's not taken any responsibility, and he sued the Houston Astros, so I don't expect him to get another shot. But there's a name out there, Carlos Beltran, who has not gotten another shot either. He was briefly the manager for the Mets. He resigned, he stepped down, and we've not heard his name again. I'm wondering why they are being so hard on Carlos Beltran. Wondering why they're being so hard on Carlos Beltran. So anyway, hello, you're live on the lunch break. Who's this?
3 keys on being successful in a marriage or relationship.
Okay, go ahead. 1, 2, 3.
And love.
Oh, you broke up, man. You can't break up on the 3 keys, man. Somebody's listening.
Yeah, the 3 keys on being in a successful marriage or relationship are respect, trust, and love.
Respect, trust, and love. Okay.
Absolutely, absolutely. Love has a multitude of faults.
Yeah.
But you can't be, AJ, with somebody that you don't trust, because there's gonna always be something at the back of that person's mind. You know, this happened. You know, this happened. This happened. When you don't trust nobody, you can't have a healthy situation. You can't say that you trust somebody that you can't forgive if they slip, trip, and fail. So in order to have things to be successful, forgiveness is key. No one, not perfect. No one is going to say the absolutely same thing that one wants to hear. Somebody going to mess up. And it doesn't have to be infidelity. Sometimes people can say something that hurt a person's feelings, and they didn't mean it the way they said it. So if we choose our words wisely, if we respect the one that we're with, we can hang. We can hang for a long time. So it's very important when you want to go forward in being in a successful relationship or in a successful marriage. Love that person like you love yourself. Now, watch this, AJ. If you don't love yourself, how can you love somebody else? You must first love yourself before you can love somebody that you are dating, not only married. So sometimes, AJ, you got to fix you up before you get into a situation. Do not bring any baggage with you that in past relationships you've been hurt and scarred by 4, 5, 6, 7, 12 different men, and you bring it to a healthy relationship that you're trying to get started, but you bringing the baggage with you. You're going to hurt the situation that you're in. If you, as a young lady, AJ, or a young man, have been child abused, molested, get you some counseling before you go into another relationship. Because if you get in a relationship and that hasn't been taken away, it's going to hinder the relationship or the marriage. AJ, I can't tell you something I ain't been through. I'm here to help. I'm not here to destroy anything. One thing I've learned over time, AJ, I don't have to give bad advice. There's enough bad advice out there.
You ain't lying about that.
But going forward, I want to be a help to somebody. AJ, if ain't but one person, what I'm saying, the angels in heaven will be happy. If I can't help but one, I'm going to always give some valid, strong, confident information, something that I've been through or something that I've seen. You know what? My opinion only affects me and those that believe in what I'm saying. I don't expect AJ to believe in it, and I don't expect Dr. Aki to believe in it. But I can tell you what a good love brought me from, AJ.
Yeah.
And
that's
that means a lot.
That's called a testimony, and we overcome by the words of our testimony.
Amen.
Ferdinand, good stuff.
I didn't mean to bring all that to you, my brother, but
you're good. There are people that already said that's entertaining conversation. A lot of people, like I said, behind the scenes are like, man, that really helped me. I really needed to hear that. And again, I'm not trying to be like other shows. I'm trying to do mine, and how I'm led is how I'm led. Look, don't try this at home. I'm a professional, so I appreciate you, Ferdinand.
Yeah. So one thing I'll say this, and I'll leave with you, AJ. I like Jameis Winston. I see the Saints making it to a playoff with Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston has matured and is still maturing as games go on. So what the talent that Jameis Winston have and the backing that he have is from his defense. And you're looking at a team that can be successful if Sean Payton can continue to believe in what Jameis Winston is doing and coach him along the way. You're looking at a solid ball club.
Yeah, Ferdinand, I know it's way too early to
Absolutely,
talk about this,
absolutely,
but let me tell you right now, if the playoffs started today in the NFC, it would be the Cardinals, Tampa Bay, Green Bay, the Rams, the Saints, and the Vikings.
Yes.
Those would be the playoff teams if the playoffs started today over on the NFC side. On the AFC side, it would be the number 1 seed would be Baltimore. Number 2 would be the Chargers. Number 3 would be Tennessee. Number 4 would be Buffalo. And the 3 playoff teams, wild card teams, the Bengals, the Raiders, and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I look for Cincinnati to be much stronger than Pittsburgh. Cincinnati come out of nowhere. They kept believing in themselves despite the records we've seen, man, the last decade. Man. This is how you keep going.
Yeah.
You never give up, but you keep fighting. God bless you.
Take it easy, brother. We'll talk to you soon. Ferdinand of the year 2017. Yeah, I got to go, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. If the playoffs started today, man, some of y'all would be like, I know my team ain't out. Yep, they sure will be. They sure will be. All right, listen, I got to get ready to go. But before I do, let me, I ain't got time for that. I don't have time for that. All right, let me get back to trying to get Sybil Wilkes on here. Here we go. Let me get Sybil Wilkes on here with what you need to know. And also, right there. And of course, they messed it up. So let me do this. Y'all bear with me. I had a system crash earlier, and of course, it affected everything. Okay, there we go. So let me get Sybil Wilkes on with what you need to know. As always, Donnie McClurkin up next with the Donnie McClurkin Show. He'll give you the best in gospel music, latest in the gospel music industry. Donnie does his thing every Monday through Friday from 2 to 3. And then in the morning, you got Erica Campbell and Griff, Get Up Mornings. And then you got Shiloh Radio, and then I'll be back with Throwback Thursday. Chris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review will be on, and I hope he'll say the same thing that I said. It's week 1. It's game 1. I'm just thinking. Parents, congratulations on winning $50 courtesy of the Hartwell Clinic. Don't forget, I got to have your picks by tomorrow at 6:30. All right, without further ado, I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Here's Sybil Wilkes.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. This week could be the last chance for passage of federal voting rights legislation. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is moving to set up a vote on the Freedom to Vote Act, which is likely to take place today. The sprawling bill would set minimum standards for voting access in all states, including automatic and same-day voter registration, 2 weeks of early voting, and the establishment of Election Day as a public holiday. A new study conducted by NYU found that Black-owned small businesses were much less likely to receive federal pandemic relief loans from small banks than they were from online lenders. They were 70% more likely to get Paycheck Protection Program loans from online companies. And that's because they believe those lenders use automated systems that don't include the racial biases that human bankers may implement when approving borrowers for loans. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybilWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.
All right, y'all. Listen, I got to get to go. I do hope you enjoyed the show. As always, not this, definitely this. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Have a good one, okay?